Treat Lux your way with the Lux Cravings boxes from Taco Bell. There's the classic $5 box, the indulgent $7 box, and a whole new obsession in the $9 box, the Flamin' Hot Grilled Cheese Burrito. Try the Lux Cravings boxes at Taco Bell today.
The biggest contest we've ever seen.
Seriously, what's the guarantee?
They're still talking about it.
I think it's time to put the rumors to rest.
Showtime!
$30 million.
$30 million?
$30 million? $30 million?
That's $30 million, guaranteed. 3 contests, multiple ways to win, no rate. Entry starting at $1,000. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere.
Check out the all-new Blue and Orange store at the Boise State Hall of Fame. The Blue and Orange store has your best game day gear. We're talking jerseys, hats, bumper stickers, car flags, more than 4,000 hats on the hat wall. If you want the best Boise State gear, make sure you check out the Blue and Orange store online at theblueandorangestore.com or the all-new Blue and Orange store down at the Boise State Allen Noble Hall of Fame.
Sunny days call for Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Refreshing and goes down smooth. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
How's your day going?
Going good. Thank you again.
When I want Boise State to win, I trust Coach Rice to lead the Broncos to victory.
And when I want the best painting and garage floor coating, I trust rowpaint.com to get that job done right.
Hey Bronco Nation, this is Lily Etter with Boise State Volleyball. On the court, it's all about setting up the perfect play. And right now, Lithia Ford of Boise is serving up the perfect deal during our June anniversary sale. In volleyball, every point counts, and this June, every deal counts too. At Lithia Ford's anniversary sale, we're setting you up with incredible inventory and competitive pricing on all your favorite Ford models. Come see us at Lithia Ford of Boise, where your purchase helps support Boise State athletics through their NIL partnerships and athletic sponsorships. Lithia Ford of Boise, where Ford begins in Idaho.
This is Bronco Nation News Live. The best interviews, the most informed opinions, the latest breaking news, all from the top Boise State insiders. Bronco Nation News Live is the only daily show that talks nothing but Boise State sports. And we do it with you. Give us your comments or questions in the ICCU YouTube chat. Or leave us a voicemail on the Signature Roofing voice inbox at speakpipe.com/BNN. BNN broadcasts come from the Sun Cruiser Studios. Sunny days call for Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. It's refreshingly smooth and easy to drink. Crack open a Sun Cruiser and let the good times cruise. Bronco Nation News is presented by our title sponsor, Lithia Ford of Boise, and our major sponsors, Taco Bell, Idaho Central Credit Union, RoadPaint.com, and the Blue and Orange Store. At Lithia Ford of Boise, we're proud to stand with Boise State athletics. Through our NIL marketing partnerships, we're investing in the future of student athletes. Lithia Ford of Boise, here to get you there, wherever that may be. Lithia Ford of Boise, where Ford begins in Idaho. Broadcasting from the Sun Cruiser Studios, here's BJ Rains with another edition of Bronco Nation News Live.
What's up, Bronco Nation? Happy Thursday to you. Bronco Nation News Live here at BroncoNationNews.com. My name is BJ Rains, and we got Johnny Ballgame, host of Prater in the Ballgame. Weekdays 3 to 6. You hear him on KTIK 95.3 The Ticket. He's here for his regular Thursday appearance. Johnny, we had the NBA draft the last couple of nights. We got the NHL draft coming up tomorrow night. But you got baseball and WNBA and obviously the World Cup going on, but not a ton going on Boise State related, but we got some topics to fill the show here. How we doing?
I didn't realize the NHL draft was tomorrow. You said that's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, my Blues got 4 first-round picks now, so we're gonna be wheeling and dealing here.
Okay, that'll be a big night for you. I've been all about the World Cup. I'm really excited for tonight, even though it's kind of a meaningless game if that exists in the World Cup. But I'll be watching Team USA tonight. I'm kind of enjoying this time of year. You can kick back a little bit, BJ, before the grind begins. But every time I think about it, it's a little closer. I mean, like, BJ, camp, when's fall camp? Last week, July, first week, August?
Like August 5th or something, yeah.
I mean, it's almost July right now. It'll be July next week. So then all of a sudden, here we are. We're so close to football season. But, yeah, plenty to talk about with the NCAA and what they're trying to do to weather the storm a little bit here, maybe try to close a loophole here or there. And we'll see how that, of course, affects Boise State and this fan base.
Yeah, I got the USA sweatshirt on today, USA Baseball.
Yeah,
still
nice.
counts for that will be an interesting one tonight. I was enjoying the South Korea-South Africa game last night with my 9-year-old son, Nelly. I was on Twitter, and everyone's like, got to flip this game on. It's amazing. And then that's the cool part of this, Johnny. You see the countries like South Africa that have never made it to the round of 32 or the bracket stage, knockout stage, whatever they call it. You see the celebrations, and you think about the back in South Africa, how crazy they were going and stuff. So it's It's pretty cool for some of these countries, and hopefully for the U.S. here, we can go on a little bit of a run and keep this thing rolling. Because certainly it's, you know, Johnny, any tournament you're in, it's more fun to watch the other games when your team's still in the tournament.
100%. You're right. When your team's still in it, you're invested. When your team's out, it's hard to stay in there, BJ. And we're guaranteed, at least, another almost full week of this, the match tonight, then next week?
Last night would be the knockout stage, next Wednesday.
And then knockout stage. So we still get to keep this thing going. And there's plenty going on, though, right now. And it's good summertime heat. It's a good time to be around here. BNN. By the way, I got this hat going today.
Oh, there's a couple of comments about your appearance today in the chat, Johnny. Bronco 130 says, did Johnny turn off the 18-wheeler before the show? Surf City Bill, why does Ballgame look like he just climbed out of a hunting blind?
The shirt? I don't know. The hat? I probably could use a shave. I guess. What are you guys thinking? Why?
I don't know. They always love giving you. They know you can take it, so they love having poking a little fun at you.
Just thought I'd throw a little collared shirt on today.
What do you think of Brian Kelly, by the way, calling Mountain West games?
I think he's going to be terrific. I think he's going to hit that ball way far out of the park.
Why not Pac-12? Isn't CBS Sports have some Pac-12 games now?
Apparently.
Said Mountain West. Maybe we could get him on the Pac-12 too.
I know the Mountain West is going to get this guy. They'll give him UNLV versus New Mexico. I would put Brian Kelly on that call. I think he's going to be great at it. He's kind of short-tempered. He's very opinionated. I think he's like a match made for TV, so much so I think he's going to love it so much. I don't know if he's going to go back to coach. I think he's like mid to late 60s. At that point, maybe why?
A lot of money too.
Yeah, so much money. I think BK is going to be – you have to talk to Sanford about this because I know all my Brian Kelly – from Mike Sanford stories because he worked for him at Notre Dame, loves him, speaks very highly of him, as does Sanford's wife, loves their family as well. So I can't wait to talk to Sanford about that. That's going to be a fun one. I bet Sanford has Brian Kelly on his show in Denver at some point because they talk some Mountain West with Colorado State. Never mind, not in that league anymore, but maybe that was a decent idea 10 seconds ago.
Hey, speaking of random crap, whatever, how about last night, Johnny, before we dive into the topics here, you and I, and this is probably something that's happened to everybody, Johnny. Everybody has had this happen to them at some point. You get a text message and you don't have the number saved. And the number's not saved, but they send you a text as if they're your friend, your buddy. You 100% should know who it is. And you don't. Has everybody in the chat has had that happen to them, I'm sure. But, Johnny, that happened to you and I in the same text last night. we're just hanging out. I don't know what you're doing. I'm watching World Cup, whatever, at my house. And I get a text that includes Johnny Ballgame and a 208 number I don't know. And it's a panoramic shot of beautiful, historic Busch Stadium during the Cardinals game last night. And so somebody is showing off that they're at a Cardinals game. They send it to you and me together, and neither one of us know who it is. I think I texted you privately first and
you
said,
did.
Who is this? Because I don't have the number saved. And you wrote back, I was going to ask you the same question. That was a little awkward at first. We weren't sure how to handle that.
And then we started sending the person texts to try to give us
better, because you said, what are you doing on vacation there? You're just assuming it's not a work trip. But by the fact you're acting like you're for sure this would be a vacation, that to me opens up a little bit of, you may not know who this person is, because we're trying to play it cool. And I think I just said, what are you doing there?
Yeah, it was a 208 number at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. So I was thinking it's an Idaho person at your stadium who, whatever, you want to tag me on it too? Well, we'll check out a cool stadium video. Sweet. But yeah, so we kept fishing.
I said,
for
house.
Who it is.
I said packed house. And then the person said, LOL. I said, what are you doing there? And then you said, man, great video. You on vacation? Luckily, it was a man when you said that.
A woman is too cool to send you and me a video at a ballpark. Like they have a life. Yeah.
And so we were kind of texting each other. Any idea who this is? We both said no, but luckily, pretty quickly on, the person responds that they're making the official drive from Idaho. I did a few weeks at UVA by myself and just came back to move us out here. And right away, UVA, we said, oh, it's Cody Gogler. And both kind of took a deep breath. Then we had to kind of play it cool like we knew who it was all along, even though we didn't until that text. But nice to see, nice to hear from Cody Gogler.
That's a new number, man. That's not our fault on that. It's not like we never had Cody's number.
He had a new number, a new 208 number, or a personal 208 number that, he had to give a number back to Boise State, and I guess he kept his other 208 number.
Yeah.
Then sent us a text of him and his wife, a photo of them at the stadium. And we did, for transparent purposes, Johnny, let him know that we weren't sure who that was. And he had some fun with that at the beginning. But good to hear from Cody. And he's making the way to Virginia. But that was funny. And I know everyone's had that happen to him. And you're like, how do I handle that? And the fact that we were both in the group text, good for Cody. He got us, and happy for him. Hope he has a safe drive over there. That was not Prater's burner phone, as Surf City Bill says.
That'd be funny. No, Prater, I think, is at a mountain somewhere. I guarantee you he's not even with his phone right now.
I switched my microphone. There we go. Somebody said, we can hear you, but it doesn't sound like it's coming through your microphone. You're right. I hadn't turned on this microphone, so hopefully now it sounds a little better. Thank you. You're never criticizing when something's wrong in the chat. Let us know, because I probably don't know it's wrong, and I would much rather fix it than have you guys be nice and not say anything. And then later on, I found out it sucks. So yes, if sound doesn't sound right, tell me. We got it fixed. We should be good. This is Bronco Nation News Live. Our title sponsor is Lithia Ford of Boise. They got some great sales this weekend. Get out to Lithia Ford of Boise. Check them out at lithiafordboise.com. And of course, I'm in the Sun Cruiser studios. Johnny, you're in the Lithia Ford of Boise studios there at KTIK. I'm going to swap this so we're on our respective logos corners here. But the Sun Cruiser studios, appreciate them. Perfect weekend to get out and try a Sun Cruiser. All right, we do have some kind of random odds and ends, Boise State topics, things like that, Johnny. But I wanted to bring up some of the rules changes from the NCAA. As I said earlier this week, next week we'll start our next series, looking at some big storylines and questions facing the football team as we get closer to fall camp. We obviously have the Pac-12. You guys are doing your show down there next Tuesday, right?
Yes, we are. It'll be fun.
Next Tuesday, the launch party for the Pac-12. Hope to see a lot of you there. So we'll dive into some of the hardcore Boise State Pac-12 specific stuff next week. But Johnny, yesterday they came out with some rules changes for the NCAA, and some of them are bigger than others, or more notable than others. The obvious one is the 5-year eligibility rule, the age-based eligibility rule, 5 years to play 5 seasons, starting either when you enroll or from when the season when they turn 19, whichever comes first. They also changed the calendar to add some OTAs type things, some mini camps for football. You now get 21 practices instead of 15 that you can spread out over the course of the summer. We'll see how teams decide to do that. Some other kind of things. FCS is now allowed to have a practice, I believe, in the spring against another 4-year institution. That was not a FBS thing yet, although I'd like to see that. But
it will be, I think, if this works. That's just a guinea pig, which I love, and I'm waiting to hear back from some FCS coaches too, but I imagine they love it too, getting a chance to hit somebody else.
Yeah, so we'll dive into some of those maybe, but the big one is the eligibility one, Johnny. 5 years, no more red shirts, no more medical red shirts, no more, hardship stuff. I mean, there may be in some extreme cases, there may be an opportunity, but for the most part, they're just saying no waivers, and you get 5 years now. If you're hurt for a year or two of them, we're sorry, but you're getting the extra year. Some guys are going to get to play 5 healthy years, and it's going to be great. So, I would think most people benefit from this. Some people will have the occasional injury or thing that ends up hurting them. But just on the surface here, Johnny, 5 years to play 5 years. It's going to start with next year's class. They're not going to grandfather it in. Some people are already doing lawsuits and things, but this does not include Dylan Andrews cannot come back for another year.
Javen Buchanan.
He is still listed, by the way, Johnny. I am doing my Lindy's Magazine stuff, and last night I was typing out the West Virginia roster, and if you go online, they actually list him on the West Virginia roster and are trying to, at this point, act like he's on their team for next year. So
okay,
we'll see how that plays out. I don't think he has any eligibility left. His is a little different because of the JUCO years, and he's going for more of the Pavia type rule and all that stuff with the JUCO earnings and all that. I don't know if that's exactly the same, but yes, Dylan Andrews, those types would have been eligible, but they're not starting this till next year, so they do not get grandfathered in. They said it would be just too much mayhem right now in the summer to all of a sudden add these players back into the pool. Kind of stinks for them that they're just happy, which is why people are doing the lawsuits. Why am I no different than the guy next year just because I missed it by 1 year? That's not fair, and I do see it from that perspective. But
you have to draw the line somewhere. I guess sometimes I don't know, but you're right.
But what do you make big picture 5 for 5?
I was thinking too. I mean. It's going to be interesting on the international level for college basketball. A big pool of talent was the international player who had played club ball, professional ball at whatever level overseas, but did not ever take an American collegiate class. And so you could get those players coming over as a 22, 21, 23-year-old freshman, 20-year-old freshman. Now, if you want the 21-year-old international student, they come over. I guess he'll be a freshman, but his clock started when he turned 19, not when he takes his first college class.
Yes,
at 21. And the international wave into college basketball just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And I look at that thinking, wow, there's a lot of players that will have to, either get here quicker or you get the international player and it's more of like a one and done thing. Like BJ, you're going to say, oh, they got this guy from Serbia. His birthday is in March, and then he's going to turn 20, and that'll be before the line. So Boise State has 2 years of eligibility. Like, I think that's gonna turn into a thing. But I do like the fact of, like, when guys are going out, like, we're in the business and we don't know eligibility. Like, does he have a year? Does he not? Is there a waiver? It's just, I'm excited for the 5 and 5. I'm ready to.
Now they are going to have small exceptions, Johnny, for military, for mission trips, I believe, and for pregnancy. It says for female athletes, there's going to be some small things there, but for the most part, you get injured, you miss the whole season. Sorry, that's just your year that's gone. And if it happens again, in like a Ty Rodgers case or something, 2 years injured, sorry, just bad luck. You still get to play for 3. But I think on the front end, Johnny, what it does is with no more red shirts, like, and that we've started to see that here recently, but some of these guys like a Bun Bomb or some of these guys that maybe you would play a couple games, you're not sure if you want to play them or not, you'd like to save the year. Now you just play them. And maybe you don't play them a lot, but you at least play them. So there's these freshmen come in and they're not worried about redshirting or worried about not playing their first year, or what's the depth chart look like in front of me? Like, no, everyone's from day one, everyone on the roster is eligible to play.
That's
like,
a win. Yeah, that's a win.
Like the dude they brought in, Carr Tolman from the Northeast there. I know he has an injury and he's going to miss part of the season, but in the past, and again, I don't know exactly how this is all going to factor out, but in the past, if you're injured until January, do you come back for 2 months or do you sit out the rest of the season and get the whole year back? Now, when you're back, get back out there and play. This year counts as one of your 5 anyway. If you can play the last 6 games of the season, come back for the last 6 games of the season.
That's a big win for college basketball, who had the antiquated red shirt system at best. And I was thinking about this too. Well, what about the gray shirt? Because it says that your clock starts when you take your first full-time class. The gray shirt is, well, you're going to come here and you're not going to go full-time. But I think even then, once you turn 19, then the clock starts that way. It's like there's 2 clocks, the age clock and the grade clock. So it's like, it feels like there's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide. You will see the parents do the red shirt thing on their own and make sure their kid, if they want, has to graduate high school at 19 or somewhere turn 19.
Or if you're not going to turn 19 until like the spring of your, if you're like a Rashawn Jones is 17 right now or whatever, he could have.
Sire Gaines showed up. Ashton Genty, like you're okay.
If you don't turn 19 until like January, let's say, or February, that would be for 2027, right? So if you are 18 still right now, you could go to, I guess, either not play or go to JUCO, or I don't know how that would work. Your 5 years starts when you turn 19, right?
Yeah, like what happens to the prep school and high school, Link Academy, where they send kids just to play, not burn eligibility, and then just become, a farm system for college basketball. What happens to those academies? I guess your clock's starting. If you're 19, your academic clock is starting, and you're playing at an academy or a JUCO, like how it used to be for JUCO. Those things, I think, will clean some of this stuff up for sure. And maybe the international pool, if that is different now, opens up more opportunities for high school kids. Still feels like the high school kid, that whole process, it feels like it's not exactly the same anymore. I mean, you have coaches admitting it. We build our roster through the portal. We want older players. And so maybe high school kids will benefit more.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at San Diego State's roster this morning, Johnny, and they've got like 3 or 4 international players who are older guys that have played international ball and like professional, gotten paid to play basketball, and now come back and go to college
as freshmen.
I'm curious how I haven't read all between the lines on that, but you're talking about 19 and you get 5 years, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. You could have a 23-year-old pro that's eligible for a year of college basketball. It just depends. I don't know in terms of the professional part and how all that's gonna work out. I mean, did you see the guy in the draft, Johnny? You probably watched the NBA draft. There was a 2nd-round pick last night, I believe. That was an international player that is signed, I believe, with Auburn or LSU. I forget which one. But he was automatically eligible for the draft because he was born in 2004 or something. And so he's like got drafted by, I think, the Clippers, and they have his rights, but he is playing a year of college basketball at Auburn or LSU now. Like the draft and stash now has hit college.
Never seen that, and I hate that. I mean, that's the old Larry Bird rule. Remember, Red Auerbach drafted Larry Bird after his junior year at Indiana State, and Bird's like, well, actually, I want to go back for my 5th year of college basketball. People don't know that. Larry Bird redshirted at IU, and he was a 5-year player. But he was like, no, I'm going to go back for my senior year. He did, but the Celtics had his rights that whole time. And then I thought they changed that rule. But now, again, you get these international loopholes that you're talking about where you can say, well, he's got this and he would have been this 1 year removed from his high school graduation, what would have been his graduation class. Yeah, and there'll be less of that, but that's weird too.
Yeah, and then there was some loophole. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, there's a guy on the I want to say Auburn or LSU. I think it was an SEC school that literally is going to
probably
be playing this year of college basketball while have the LA Clippers holding his rights after he was a second-round pick. And so there's still some stuff to figure out there, Johnny. But on the football side, the 5-5 there, I mean, you also saw, Johnny, by the way, a UNC basketball player skip school or not skip school, but leave early, skip a chance to return, and was reportedly going to make like $5 million in NIL money if he had come back this year. Instead, just wanted to be an NBA player, probably heard some bad advice and went to like the mid to late second round and cost himself millions of dollars. With the 5-5 rule, dude, if you're a very good, let's just say football or basketball player, like you could make life-changing money, but and never even have to go to the pros. I would think there's going to be more and more guys just staying for those 4th and 5th years of college basketball or college football and making an extra $3, $4, $5 million before they go into the pros, because yes, you want to chase your dream and all that, but make the extra $3 million. So if it doesn't work out in the NFL, you're set for life already. I would assume that's going to be part of this too, or that extra year of college, that 5th year at incremental increases could now be worth millions of dollars, and in a lot of cases more money in that 4th and 5th year of college than you would get as a rookie in the NBA or the NHL or NFL.
Man, I hope smart people get to these kids, and I hope they do and they can figure that out, because you don't even, and I think most guys who want to go to the league, they don't want to go to the league to be maybe the greatest ever. They want to go to the league for the life it presents. They want to set themselves up financially. They want to buy their parents a house. They want to do all this stuff in life and get to play ball doing it. And now that fact where, especially the way these salaries are, heck, I mean, you can go to college for free, get multiple degrees. I know dudes, when I went to school with at Idaho that were on the football team, then their mission was like, dude, I get all of this paid for. I'm going to get as many degrees as I can. And you can do that. And now you got 5 years to do it. And if you're, really good, not amazing, not first round good, but if you're a really good college player, Diego Pavia, your SEC Offensive Player of the Year, and you didn't get drafted, well, you can have 5 years, maybe 3 or 4 of those where you're making big time college money. And let's just use quarterbacks in the SEC for an example, because that's just getting ridiculous. I've talked to a coach, and, most coaches at the G5 level, their payroll isn't what an SEC starting quarterback is. And it's kind of not even close. They're paying more on one position than their entire payroll allows. That's the separation that the G6 guys are dealing with, trying to get some good players for the money that they have. But if you're one of those SEC quarterbacks, I hate this, but BJ, they're going to be making in like 3-4 years, BJ, they're all going to be making 12, 13, 10 million per year. So you're going to be able to matriculate at a really good college, hopefully use that to better yourself up here, learn life, and leave with like 30 million to start your NFL career with. You're right. There will be players that are like, that's more money in college than, I'm going to say, 90% of any NFL player has ever made. 30 million. Most guys stay in the NFL for a cup of coffee on a rookie or undrafted free agent deal. This is real life, like $20, $30 million. It's more than most NFL careers are. Now you're going to be able to get that in college, less of a workload, get an education. Like, it's starting to check too many boxes. You can buy mom a house when you get the scholarship or when you hit the portal and Ohio State picks you up. That's the now house moment. Mom, we made it. I'm at Ohio State. So it's weird. It's trickling down, BJ. And I think, I hope it does better college football. The only problem is, look who it's bettering in college football. In this fan base that we have, doesn't feel like they're getting enough of a taste.
No doubt. No doubt. Speaking of taste, Johnny, what's the Taco Bell menu item of the day today? Give us something new.
Cheesy gordita crunch wrap. I'd
All
take
right.
one of those. I'd hit the Lux Value menu and get a double beefy burrito. A couple of things here and there. What cinnamon twists? Top it off with a Baja.
There you go. Get out to Taco Bell, Treasure Valley Taco Bell location today. Johnny, I know you saw it last week, but a $1 million donation from the Nicolason family to Boise State. Pretty darn cool. Return the favor, folks. Visit a Treasure Valley Taco Bell location today. The blueandorange.store.com. They got the official in-venue merchandise provider of Boise State Athletics is now the Blue and Orange Store, and they got all the gear you need, folks, whether it's jerseys, the coaches' sideline apparel, the officially licensed Nike gear, all the Blue Turf 40th anniversary commemorative gear as well. So they got the location there at the Allen Noble Hall of Fame, the location there at the Boise Town Square Mall, and also the location there online anywhere in the world, the blueandorange.store.com. Johnny, our man Travis Hawks, has that pro image store that he put in right there in your neck of the woods in Seattle, right by Lumen Field and right by T-Mobile Park. My understanding is with the World Cup going on, they're doing pretty well right now.
That's his?
The Blue and Orange, there's a Pro Image.
I know.
Pro Image store that right there is a couple years old. You know what I'm talking about?
Right outside the stadium.
Yeah, that's Travis Hawks. He put it in there a couple years ago. That's our man, Travis Hawks.
That's terrific.
Yeah,
been there several times. Yep.
They're doing very well there with the World Cup and a lot of the things that are going on there. So visit a Pro Image, visit a Blue and Orange store today. Visit a Jackson's, and you can save up to $32 at Roaring Springs when you buy 2 Coca-Cola products from our friends at Jackson's. Get that coupon when you buy your 2 Coca-Cola products and use it at Roaring Springs when you go to Jackson's or Extra Mile. And during the World Cup, get that 99-cent Let's Go rewards. Bigger fountain drink. That's right, a bigger fountain drink for just 99 cents when you use that Let's Go Rewards app. And our man Matt Bauscher Real Estate, #1 ranked realtor in the Treasure Valley. Matt Bauscher and Bauscher Real Estate, 252-9877, BauscherRealEstate.com. And you can buy or sell your home using Matt and his team, and that's what we did, and we're very glad we did. You can do the same, BauscherRealEstate.com. Johnny, Matt Bauscher is one of the ones looking forward to catching up with you at our little BNN event on Monday, just so you know.
Okay, good to it will be nice to run into him. I've had a conversation with Matt for a while.
Whenever I'm trying to get folks to come, they say who else coming. The first one I mention is Johnny. When I say Johnny Ballgame will be there, usually it's an immediate. I mean, the Nicolasons are coming. Stan's ready to stand, and the family are ready to see us. So it's going to be Travis will be there. So having a little BNN get together on Monday evening for all the sponsors and everybody. And Johnny Ballgame is the one that when I can get him to come. And actually, Jay Tuss is kind of in that boat, too. When I can get Jay and Johnny to show up, everyone's excited to talk to shake hands and meet Johnny and Jay if they haven't already. So Jay is confirmed and Johnny is confirmed. So it's going to be
no way. Jay's really going? Huh.
Jay Tuss will be there.
Do you still have NBA Jam?
Oh, yeah.
I've never lost at NBA Jam at BJ's house. Never.
I wonder if Matt Bauscher could take you down.
I'd love to play him. I'm just calling it right now. I get to be Reggie Miller. Oh,
hey, we talked about the
Reggie Miller put on a clinic on BJ's kid. Like he didn't even know who Reggie Miller was. It was Reggie Miller. I'm like, oh, I was just smoking BJ's kid.
Is it Mullen or who's
NBA
the one that's
Jam.
just amazing at threes in that game?
Reggie Miller. Mullen's great too, though. But that's the team. Indiana. You got Mullen and Reggie.
We talked about yesterday, Johnny. They were having fun about the idea of a 24-hour live stream for you. I think just like live streaming all of our sponsors and everybody playing video games for half an hour would maybe be better.
Like the Barstool thing that they do, where they're kind of in the lounge and you can kind of watch the game with them.
Over here, and here's Johnny playing Matt Bauscher in NBA Jam, and you go over here, and here's Mark Ridley and Andy Rowe playing NFL Blitz, and you come back over here, and here's Jay Tuss and Travis Hawks, battling it out in Buck Hunter or some of the games.
That's a tough sell.
Be better than watching you sit there by yourself on your couch. But looking forward to Monday. Let's see. Eli Jaramillo. I'll be sure to stop by Taco Bell today. Hey, appreciate that. I believe that was our friend that at one point was watching in Guatemala. So I don't know if you're back, Eli, or if they have Taco Bell in Guatemala, but make sure you visit a Treasure Valley Taco Bell location today. But we appreciate Eli for that. Skyship says, ball game, give me a down payment number for the Venmo so we can get a ball talk for the Oregon game. No is not an option. So we have folks willing to pay you if I won't, I guess, to do ball talk the week of the Oregon game.
Gosh, I don't know if earlier in my career, I would have been like, okay, I'll do this. I have no shame in my game.
You're national now. You're big time.
Yeah, I don't need. Yeah, no, that's very nice of you guys. But me and BJ, if there's a ball talk, if there's a BNN after dark, we're working on a couple of things. But BJ, he knows this. When we'll talk about it off the air. But you know what it's going to take, and we'll talk. We'll see.
Maybe Monday night we kind of start running some ideas by some of our sponsors and stuff, and see if somebody wants to pony up to sponsor this thing.
Yep.
We'll see what we can do. We will. We would like to do ball talk. We would like to do BNN. If the price is right, Johnny's always available. Johnny's ready if the price is right. So I think we can try to see
it's
what we
hard.
can do here.
Football season, Boise State plays every Saturday.
Yes.
It's brutal for me. That's the only day off I have. Because I work at KTIK Monday through Friday.
Now, national.
Yep,
Monday
I do Sunday
night
nights
is NFL.
At Westwood 1. Saturday is my only day off, and now that's going to be Boise State. So once football season starts, man, I'm working 7 days a week until Christmas. So I don't know on the ball talk, on the BNN after dark. I just don't know. It feels like I'm,
He's
every
saying
single
that,
day.
so we add an extra 0 to the check, folks, and then he's in. So we'll see. We'll talk off air, Johnny. We're going to try we're going to try to make that happen. Johnny, what do you make? I mean, you're a big NFL guy. They have the OTA style, the mini camps. It sounds like some of that is coming to college football. Now, this will start with the 2027 offseason. So none of these changes will be implemented till January 1st of next year. But they're going to go from 15 to 21 practices in the spring and summer. They will cut down, as a result, fall camp by 4 practices. So fall camp becomes a little bit shorter, but you can add more stuff in the summer. And that includes, however you want to break it up. You could do your normal spring. I believe there's a chance for some mini camps or some, couple times a week OTAs maybe in the summer as well. What do you make of going to a more NFL style off season for college?
Probably a smart thing to do. Right now, I mean, they're in your building every day anyway, but coaches aren't allowed to. You can talk to them, but you can't coach them. There's so many fine lines that coaches have to deal with. This at least will give them more structure around. I'm not sure when they're going to do this. That's what I keep thinking, because I mean, now you'll push spring up and then have your OTA session, or I mean, you push spring back. Do you have the OTA before spring ball? Probably. I don't know. Maybe coaches will do it differently. And I don't know what you're going to be allowed to do at the OTA. There's no players union. There's nobody representing the players to say, no, well, we don't want full contact. We don't want, 2 practices in one day. So I'll see how they work that out too, BJ. But I mean, more football, more stuff to cover. I mean, this is a really big deal now. And these coaches are probably saying now more than ever, man, I don't even know. Dan Mullen was joking that he did not know every player on his team. And he was serious, but he was joking because that's the era now. I don't know all my players yet. And it was 3 weeks before the season started. Now coaches are going to be like, hey, we don't know these guys. Look at the system you've given us. We need more time with them, man. More structured, real time, not just our strength coach at 5 a.m, getting them up and keeping them disciplined. We need more stuff, not just PRPs. We want to coach them. So for that angle, now feels like if you're ever going to do it now, because the coaches simply need, in my opinion, more time with the players, because we know, how they're coming and going, BJ.
He is Johnny Ballgame. My name is BJ Rains. I'm in the Sun Cruiser studios. Pick up a Sun Cruiser, perfect beverage for golfing this weekend, World Cup. If you're hanging out, barbecuing, whatever you got going on. They got the lemonade vodkas, the tea vodkas. Highly recommend our friends at Sun Cruiser. And, of course, our title sponsor, Lithia Ford of Boise. Jim Sturk and Company got that anniversary sale going on. Make sure you get out to Lithia Ford of Boise for their great deals this weekend. LithiaFordBoise.com. Another change to the calendar, Johnny, is the week 0. No more waivers needed for week 0. What does Johnny Ballgame think about that? We'll discuss in just a second. But Signature Roofing, online at mysignatureroofing.com, covering our community one roof at a time. More than 2 decades, they've been helping you out in the Treasure Valley with new roofs, repairs to your roofs, inspections, estimates, all your roofing needs. Make sure you hit up our friends at Signature Roofing. Hey, same goes for that fence in your backyard. You need a new fence, you need a repair to your fence. Element Fencing is who you need to reach out to. 631-2790. Element Fencing, 25 plus years in the fencing business. Brady and his staff ready to help you build that perfect project from the ground up. They can do decks, pergolas as well. Element Fencing, online, elementfencing.com. Ridley's Family Markets, shopridleys.com. Locations across the Treasure Valley, the state of Idaho, surrounding states. If you just kind of want that hometown feel. Johnny, I went to the Star Ridley's last week, the spicy guac. I highly recommend. Some great options in their deli. We had brought food home for the family after a long tournament out in Middleton last weekend. Stopped at the Star Ridley's. I know you've been there. It was a tremendous experience. So love the Kuna location as well. If you want that hometown grocery store, great friendly staff, check out Ridley's Family Markets online at shopridleys.com. And, of course, rowpaint.com, Andy Rowe and Company. He's got some new commercials with Leon Rice telling dad jokes out at the pool. I don't know if anybody saw that on their Instagram. Some pretty funny stuff there with Andy and Leon Rice. Rowpaint.com, all your painting needs, interior, exterior, concrete coatings, painting, all that good stuff. Make sure you check out our friends, Andy Rowe, rowpaint.com. And, Johnny, in the ICCU YouTube chat, we got some comments and things coming in here. First of all, Idaho Central Credit Union branch pretty much on every corner, but the easiest, that mobile e-branch online banking right there in your smartphone. Check out our friends at Idaho Central Credit Union. We appreciate them, ICCU.com. Do you think they well, we'll get to these in a minute. Let's stick with the topic. Week 0, no waiver now needed. Week 0, any team starting in 2027 can just open the season a week early if they want to. I believe almost every team will do that now, Johnny, because you get an extra bye kicked in later in the season. You would start fall camp a week earlier. Obviously, it bumps it up a week right now. You know, typically, as you know, Johnny, first started when you were playing at Hawaii, I believe. If you had a road game at Hawaii for the because of the travel and everything else, and you're able to add another game potentially as well to make up some of the revenue, that you could get a waiver, and then you could have you could start your season a week earlier. So we would get like 3 games, and it was all teams in the Mountain West or teams that were playing Hawaii that would initially start it off. Then they started some of these international games, and they got waivers to start a week early. And then it became, 4 or 5 games. And they started giving waivers for different things, for games that were making charity donations, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, no waiver needed now. Week 0 is now essentially week 1. So I don't know why they'll just call that week 1, I guess. It's not going to be week 0. But what do you make of extending the college football season by a week?
I don't know how long this will last, because eventually what we hear is week 0 is going to become week 1 officially. There won't be a week 0. And then there'll be one bye each team. That gives them an extra week to potentially get the playoffs going or move that around so you don't have the long layoffs in between games. A lot will be done. But as for now, I'm cool with it. More football. I mean, look, week 0 is usually a tough sell to anybody outside of just the absolute diehard college football community. You're so hungry. You can't wait for it. You are willing to watch, Idaho State at UNLV, Nevada and Montana State. And usually for folks, at least in this region, they know a lot of the teams because you said it's the Hawaii rule. It's basically Hawaii's home schedule. Every team on that home schedule is potentially playing in week 0, and then they invite their teams that they want to play, and those teams join them. And then you got your pool a week 0. This year, though, it's not that tough of a sell. Like, dude, Memphis at UNLV week 0 on Fox, big boy. Like, hell yeah, Dan Mullen. Let's see what Memphis has at the G6 level 1 week before they go to the blue. I mean, how's that for a litmus? How's that for a measuring stick? Memphis opens up the season against what many feel are the two biggest contenders for the CFP out of the G6. So I cannot wait for Memphis at UNLV. BJ, Florida State is playing Lollygag Tech.
You have North
USC,
Carolina and TCU over in Ireland.
Yep, Andy Avalos against Belichick, the return of the home and home there. So you got that flavor. That's the early game. NC State, RJ Keene at UVA, Cody Gogler. That's an interesting storyline for a lot of people.
Yeah. You have San Jose State at USC too.
I know I said, okay. Yeah, yes. USC's playing Hawaii at Stanford on the farm. Like, this is not a tough sell on week 0. If you're like, yeah, I just want to watch like 2 games. All right, well, TCU, North Carolina, certainly. And then, I mean, heck, Memphis at UNLV. Again, that's a big game, I think. 8 p.m. Mountain Time on Fox. Excited for that one, dude.
And I'll be at Circa Resort and Casino in Las Vegas, Johnny. Our contest weekend, Johnny. We need to get you guys involved. Get you guys doing your shows down there Thursday and Friday of week 0. I need to talk to our man Tyler Mays, who's going to be in town this week. Maybe we can get some sort of deal with you guys as well. But Circa Resort and Casino Thursday and Friday of week 0. That's August 27th, 28th, I believe. Come on down and join us. We'll be signing up for the football contest. $30 million in guaranteed prizes. They got their Survivor contest. They got their Pick 5 contest. Circa Resort and Casino. And as one of the cool things they do is a big pool party, open bar, free drinks. And they'll have all the games on Stadium Swim out there of week 0 on that Saturday. So you can kind of take one final breather before the season starts and watch some games out there at Stadium Swim and not have to worry about missing a Boise State game, home, road, whatever. So get some buddies together, pool your money together, reach out to me. I'll help you sign up. And yes, breaking news, I will be at Circa. That I've never said those words before. But Johnny, Circa, football contest, the biggest ones in the world, week 0. Hopefully folks will.
So you'll be in Vegas when UNLV's playing Memphis?
I might be flying back late Saturday night. It might be but I should stay and go to the game.
Yeah, you cover it, man. You got Memphis a week earlier. You're going to be covering them anyway.
2 weeks earlier. Boise State's got Oregon the next week.
Well, week 1, I mean, week 0, you're right, week 1. So Memphis either plays somebody else week 1 or they have a bye before Boise State. But okay, yeah, you still go cover that game, man. It's a big game, dude. Where's College Game Day that day? On week 0, they don't. I don't think they go anywhere, do they?
Are they going to Ireland? Maybe the game's on ESPN.
If anything, they'd go to Ireland. Good call.
Yeah. You know, Kansas and Arizona State are playing in Wembley Stadium this year. That's week 3.
Why aren't you going to that game?
Big noon kickoffs going over there to Ireland to Wembley Stadium for that game.
That's actually funny. I know someone who applied for a job at Big Noon Kickoff, and that is potentially part of it. If they get the gig, they travel with Big Noon Kickoff and they get to go to stinking London out of this. I'll tell you about it. All but right. Yeah, I gotta. Yeah,
I would have loved to have actually, but I think that's the Boise State has a game that day, so won't work out. Sorry.
Okay, seeing KU in Wembley. I mean,
I would have loved to. I mean, when I first heard it, I was like, that'd be awesome. But I mean,
you and Karen would cry.
I am trying to go back, Johnny. I know nobody cares about this, but I am trying to go back the day before Boise State plays Memphis on Saturday. That Friday night is KU Mizzou. That's a big rivalry. Missouri, Kansas. It's at Kansas, their new stadium. So I'm going to try to get back maybe Friday night with some college buddies.
Todd Reesing will be on the sidelines for that game for sure. He will. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Aqib Talib is coming back for that game.
He might
no
be.
Question.
Might be. All right, Johnny, any final comment? Do you think that the U.S. soccer can win it all? They want to know.
No, but man, let's keep this going.
They got a nice draw. They could win a couple games here.
Yes. They're going to the round of 32 as a group champion. So I think that gives them a slightly better draw for the opponent. Just let's go. Get out around 32. Let's get some momentum. They play like every week. So if we can get 3 more matches at least, man, that gets us to, almost like NFL and some college football training camps. Let's keep it going.
They
Team
screwed it up,
USA.
though, Johnny. There was a way we could have had USA playing on July 4th, which would have been pretty cool. And there was a chance it could have been against England. You could have had USA and England on the 4th of July. That would have been,
yeah, FIFA doesn't care. My guess, they don't even know about that holiday, but that would have been nice.
The Canadians are upset because USA got to play the bracket game in the USA if they won their group or if they finished second. Mexico and Canada are both hosting as well, but they had to finish first in their group to be able to stay and play their first bracket game in Canada or Mexico. Mexico won. Mexico took care of business. Mexico gets the host, but Canada has to go play at SoFi Stadium while there's other games in Canada that they don't get to play in.
SoFi is the best stadium maybe on planet Earth. There's more stadiums. There's more big, magnificent stadiums in the United States than there are in Canada right now. Like the stadium they're playing in Toronto and Vancouver, like those were like CFL stadiums that they had to add on to, I think. And look, man, there's more stadiums. I think it's geography. I don't think it's we don't like you. I'm just, come on, man. And SoFi's a great stadium too, but I don't know where else they have to play in Canada. I mean, maybe they should have kept them there the whole time, fine, but they didn't. So
it's a good way to end it right there, Johnny. What do we got on Idaho Sports Talk today? Anything in the books yet? I know you haven't had your meeting yet, so sorry to put you on the spot.
Boise State soccer coach, Jim Thomas.
Great dude.
I love him, dude. He's got the British accent. He really knows, obviously, the beautiful game. He's turned into kind of our World Cup correspondent, so I love getting to talk to him on a USA match day. So we'll have him onto the program. And we had an interesting conversation yesterday. Gonzaga didn't have anyone drafted 2 years in a row. What was turning into like an annual top 10 pick. I don't know what's going on. Is it a slump? Or, man, what Gonzaga is showing up in the Pac-12? One that doesn't have dudes drafted anymore? Of course not, we hope. But we had a good conversation about that yesterday. Might get to that topic a little more today as well. And I believe, was the Grand Canyon kid drafted, or was it 0 Mountain West players selected last night? Maybe someone in the comments.
I don't think they had one.
Could let us know right there. If it wasn't the GCU kid, it's turning into, which sucks. It was a 1-bid league this year that produced NBA draft picks.
Hey, where did Magoon Gwath transfer to? I'm putting you on the spot here. I should know that.
Kentucky?
I think he was going to. I'm going to Google it real quick before we get out of here because now I want to know. I was looking and I saw he wasn't on the San Diego State roster. I know he transferred, but he has transferred to, I don't know. Oh, how about this? You're going to DePaul. DePaul.
Sleeping Giant. I've always said that DePaul used to be a really good program that mattered. Terry Cummings, Terry DeHare, and go on and on. With DePaul, great players that they've had. But, dude, it's right there in Chicago. Somebody has to get the best 2 or 3 Chicago kids to just stay and want to play at DePaul. And I think they can matter again. Sounds like maybe they're getting a go. Magoon Gwath seems like a pretty good get. I worry about his scoring, though. Gwath, BJ. He's great defensively, and he can change the game there, though, too. But it's if it's a pivotal moment in the game, a possession I need a good look, I don't want him with the ball, one of those type of things. But that's why you have scorers on the team, too.
Can't wait doing this Lindy stuff, man. Can't wait for basketball on the Pac-12 side. But, Johnny, we'll be listening 3 to 6 today, man. Appreciate you, and have a great rest of your day, Johnny.
Thanks, guys. Every Thursday right here on BNN Live, Johnny Ballgame and BJ Rains. Love ya.
Appreciate Johnny Ballgame. Appreciate all you guys for checking us out. You can visit our title sponsor, Lithia Ford of Boise, for some great deals this weekend. And, of course, Sun Cruiser. And you can pick up a Sun Cruiser and enjoy that this weekend as well. And go subscribe. BroncoNationNews.com. We're offering 50% off right now. 50% off at Bronco Nation News for your annual subscription. You can get in now. Have it all the way taken care of till next year. Chris posted another recruiting article yesterday, pretty much daily recruiting articles and content. And we'll kick off our next series, 26 questions, looking at the football team next week as we count down to fall camp, and that'll start next week. No show tomorrow as my kids got a baseball tournament. Unless it gets rained out, I may be able to jump on and do the show if it rains. But programming note, no show tomorrow. And then as of now, no show Monday or Tuesday of next week. We've got the Boise Open Media Day on Tuesday. Monday, we have some stuff going on, so I apologize. But as of now, no shows tomorrow, Monday, or Tuesday. But we will be back with a bang on Wednesday to kick off our series of the 26 most important questions facing the Boise State football team in 2026. So there's a chance tomorrow, if it gets rained out, which it might, that I could jump on. But as of now, I will talk to you guys next Wednesday. We'll obviously be online. We'll be writing stories, covering stuff. We got interviews today, so check the Bronco Nation News YouTube channel. Members of the Boise State men's basketball team will be doing some interviews today. I'll be down there for that, and we'll post that to the YouTube channel this afternoon, so you can get some interviews with some players, and then you can also get the discussion still going in the message boards and things. I thought about this, aim for a show from the Blue with the opening party on Tuesday night. Possibly. I know Boise State's doing a show. I don't know if that's something that I can pull off or not. I've got a lot going on. Let's just say that on Tuesday. I will be there, but I don't know if I can pull that off to get a show going. Maybe. If not, we'll definitely get some interviews recorded and play those on Wednesday on the official. I think Wednesday morning will kind of be our official. We're in the, we're covering a team that's in the Pac-12 now. Boise State saying we're in the Pac-12, yay. So Wednesday morning, we'll probably just play those interviews and have that show on Wednesday morning, the official first day of the Pac-12. I think would work out a little better for us. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Go subscribe. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube. We need to get over 8,000 YouTube subscribers here. Help us out. We'll talk to you guys later. Bronco Nation News Live. Go subscribe. BroncoNationNews.com.